Hello there, my name is Jay. I'm one of the expert English teachers here at E2 School. In this lesson, we're going to review words like quickly or happily. These are technically called adverbs of manner, but we will call them how adverbs. So if I say Sylvia drives carefully, the adverb here, carefully, is describing how Sylvia drives. Or Grandpa George quietly reads. How does he read? Quietly. Or Willie plays music. How? Loudly. Just spend 10 seconds looking at these how adverbs. In this lesson, you will learn how to make how adverbs, to describe actions with how adverbs, and to structure how adverbs in a sentence. So let's look at the form of these things. How do we make them? What you do is you take an adjective, not all adjectives, some adjectives, and you add ly, and that's how you make a how adverb. For example, quick becomes quickly, loud becomes loudly, bad becomes badly. You can see the adjective with the ly makes a how adverb. However, some adjectives don't work. You can't say smallly, for example. Let's do activity 1. If you're on e2school.com, you can actually do this activity on the computer, which makes it way more fun. Okay, let's have a look here. Please highlight the how adverb in these sentences. Okay, let's look at the answers here. So the how word in A is carefully, the how word in B is quickly, and the how word in C is madly. They show how something is done. Let's look at the structure. Let's look at structure number 1. So how do we make sentences with how adverbs? Well, we start with a subject like Joe or Sylvia or Summer, and then we need a verb like plays or writes or reads. And then we need an object like plays the guitar or writes stories or reads books. And then what we can do is add in the how adverb here. And this is the best way to do it. So, for example, Joe plays guitar nicely, Sylvia writes stories quickly, and Summer reads books carefully. Subject, verb, object, how. This is the best way to structure the sentence, but there is another way you can do it because sometimes the adverb can move. So here is another structure where you have subject, Joe, Sylvia, Summer. Then you can put the adverb here, the how word, nicely, quickly, carefully, followed by the verb, plays, writes, reads. So Joe nicely plays, Sylvia quickly writes, Summer carefully reads, and then you have the object here. But some of these sentences sound a little bit strange. So Joe nicely plays guitar doesn't quite work. Joe plays guitar nicely sounds perfect. Sylvia quickly writes stories is okay, and Summer carefully reads books. So it is possible, but it's not a good way to do it. Let's do activity number 2 on e2school.com. I want you to choose the best sentence where the how adverb follows the verb. So the best sentence here where the how adverb comes after the verb or follows the verb is A. Grandpa George snores. How? Loudly. Grandpa George loudly snores is a bit weird, and Grandpa loudly George snores is wrong, and loudly Grandpa George snores is grammatically correct, but it just sounds weird. So this is the best way to structure these sentences. Let's look at the meaning of these how adverbs. Because what they're doing, these how adverbs, are describing the verb. So if I say Summer studies quietly, quietly is giving more information to the verb studies. It's giving it a detail. So instead of just saying Summer studies, I'm adding how studies quietly. Or Summer learns maths easily. Here we have an object, maths, but the adverb is still adding more information to the verb learns. How does she learn? Easily. Let's do activity number 3 on e2school.com. What I want you to do is to choose the best adverb here. Think about the main verb. So Peanut walks, Willie washes dishes, Grandpa George walks, Joe listens, but you need the other information in the brackets in order to complete these sentences correctly. Okay, so the best way to complete these sentences is like this. Peanut walks nervously. She's always scared. Willie washes dishes carelessly. He breaks them. Grandpa George walks slowly. He's old. And Joe listens patiently. He's a good listener. But you can see how nervously, carelessly, slowly, and patiently are giving information to their main verbs. Walks, washes, walks, and listens. That's what these how adverbs do. Okay, so in this lesson you learned how to make how adverbs by adding ly to some adjectives. You learned to describe actions with how adverbs. So Summer studies, how? Slowly or carefully or quickly. And you learned to structure how adverbs into a sentence. Related lessons on e2school.com include Level 2, where you learn how to use how often adverbs to do with time. Level 3, where you learn how to use where adverbs, position or location. And Level 4, where you learn how to make comparisons with adverbs, and many, many more. So do think about signing up to e2school.com. Cool. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe, like, comment, and share this video with your friends. Comment on this video. Yes, I'm still learning English too. See you later. My name's Jay.